Hi, I'm Parneet Jaggi, and this is going to be the fourth lecture on the famous short story A Cup of Tea, written by Catherine Mansfield. Catherine Mansfield, who is well known for her modernist stories and also for her stream of consciousness technique used in her fiction. Now, while we talked about the plot of the story, we see that there are just three main characters among whom the story revolves. And when we take up the themes of the story, we find prominently dealt with theme is the theme of class distinction. Now, because this is a modernist style short story, so this story takes up a very important theme taking place in our modern society, which is the theme of the class difference or class distinction. And it remarkably pictures the differential behavior of the upper class towards the lower class through the characters of Rosemary and, on the other hand, Miss Smith. Rosemary's attitude and behavior gives quite a clear image of the mentality, the psyche possessed by discriminating elites. Then we also have this theme of materialism, which is rigidly followed by the upper class people, gathering of too much of material, getting to expensive places, getting expensive things in their homes. So the more they have, the more they want, and they don't want anything ordinary. They want the best of all, the extraordinary, unaffordable by the commons. So they want to be different, they want to be exclusive, they want to be extraordinary in all sense. Now, in this story, for example, the velvet box symbolizes materialism, while the cup of tea symbolizes the essential, the equal needs and requirements of the rich and the poor. So, these are implied symbols, implied meanings in the story, which are projected out through the conversations and characters of the story. Now, besides this, apart from this, we see that Mansfield stories generally are known for the canvas painted by her with the complexities of life, and she also explores the innermost recesses of the mind and she tries to unearth the dramatic situations in our day to day life. So, this story also, in a way, takes up a very mundane happening, a very ordinary happening, which can happen in anybody's life, which is nothing extraordinary, but then it shows extraordinarily the psyche, the working of the mind of people of different classes. Now, when we look at the structure of the story, we have the rising action, which can be observed in the very beginning when Rosemary comes across this poor girl who's asking only for a cup of tea or money for a cup of tea, and the action rises when this Rosemary decides to take this poor girl home with her for several reasons. Then we have the climax when the two ladies reach the home and the girl is served with tea and sandwiches. She's made warm and cozy and comfortable, and then the ladies are interrupted by the arrival of Rosemary's husband, Phillips. And then we have, after the climax, we have the falling action when Rosemary talks to Philip, they have a conversation, and there is a sudden and dramatic change in the attitude of Rosemary about the whole scene and situation. Now, finally, we see after this conversation, after the falling action, there is a twist in the plot. When Phillips, the husband, confesses about the beauty of Miss Smith, it results in the change of Rosemary's attitude towards the girl. So we see towards the end of the story, there is a doubtful question raised by Rosemary regarding her beauty when she asks her husband, "Am I pretty?" She actually doesn't have to ask this question, but the entire situation caused this insecurity in her mind and her psyche that she had to reinvestigate her relationships with her husband and ask the question, "Am I pretty?" So the story ends with this doubt, this query, this dilemma that if she is pretty, then she is comfortable with her husband. Now, towards the end, let's look at the literary significance of the story, it is mainly written in the modernist mode without actually a set structure, although we are viewing at the structure like a rising and falling tone, but it doesn't have a fixed or a set structure, and we see many shifts and changes in the narratives can be observed. Now, when we talk of the narrative voice, the literary quality drives in from the skillful manner in which the writer has created a fluid narrative voice, which combines finely by engaging with her subject, her protagonist. And then the story takes a start in the third person narrative with many shifts, observable shifts afterwards, and it establishes a conversational style later on in the story, ending with a sudden twist in the attitude, and then with this question which is raised by Rosemary, which is also a beautiful ending by this modernist voice, modernist writer, Catherine Mansfield. So, this was a brief analysis of the short story, A Cup of Tea. So, let's meet in the next video for this detailed talk on the character sketch of Rosemary Fell. So, thank you for now.